What's up, guys? We've been talking about the 4 different levels of your mindset. And in this video, I'm going to break down level number 3. Let's go. What's up, guys? It's your boy Taurus, and I want to welcome you back to another episode of Stay Focused Fridays, where we help you stay locked in through the weekend and for the rest of your life. Listen, today I want to talk to you guys because, man, I've been having some conversation with some coaches, and they saying, man, we don't know if we're going to have a football season. We don't know if we're going to have a basketball season. We don't know if we're going to have school the way we normally have school. So I'm like, man, I wonder how you feeling right now, right? How you feeling? Leave some comments in the area and let me know how you feeling, because listen, if you are not taking advantage of COVID-19 and what COVID-19 is allowing, you wasting time, all right? You wasting time. I know you need to work on your game. I get that. But I want you to take this time to work on your mind. I've been saying that for the past several videos. You make sure you take this time to work on your mind. Some of you don't have a clue as to what I'm talking about to working on your mind. So that's why I need you to watch the last couple of videos, because we've been breaking down the 4 different levels of mindset. All right. And so today in this video, we're going to break down the third one. And the third one is, listen, you got to go from a victim mindset to a weak mindset to a strong mindset. That's right. You got to go from a weak mindset to a strong mindset. And I'm going to break down to you today what a strong mindset is. Now, before we get into what it is, you need to understand why you need it. All right. And the reason why you need a strong mindset, hear me, guys, is because life is not fair. It's not fair. It's hard sometimes. Life will throw you some stuff like nobody knew COVID-19 was coming. You feel what I'm saying? You weren't expecting COVID-19. You was expecting to finish the basketball season. You was expecting to go into the football season this year without wondering and worrying about social distancing. Nobody was expecting this, right? But you have to have a strong mindset so that no matter what comes your way, you still strong. No matter what comes your way, you still focused. No matter what goes on in your life, you still locked in. Why? Because you got a strong mindset. You need a strong mindset because life will have disappointments, distractions, discouragement, defeat, frustration, confusion. Like all of this stuff is going to happen. It's not a matter of like if it's going to happen, if you're going to get confused, if you're going to get frustrated, if you're going to get disappointed, if you're going to get no. It's going to happen. And it's only the people who have a strong mindset. It's only the people who have a built mindset. It's only the people who have a tough mindset who are able to make it through these tough times. Not just make it through, but they like thriving in the middle of the tough times. They thriving through adversity. And that's what I wanted you to get to, right? I want you to get to that place. Why? Because I'm telling you, look, from personal experience, guys, I told you last week, all right? I told you last week that growing up in the household I was in, 2 years, no gas, off and on, no water, you know what I'm saying? Lights off and on all the time, right? So let me show you some pictures of it, right? You ain't believe me the first time I told you, right? So back in the day, they had this show called MTV Cribs, where people used to come inside the rapper's crib, you know what I'm saying? He's showing around the chandeliers and, you know, marble floors and all that type of stuff, right? Well, I want you to go in my crib real quick, and I'm gonna show you the kitchen right here, right? You see this stuff in the kitchen, yep, boom, boom, power, right? See the Cheerios up there, right? That's the setup right there. And then let me take you to the living room real quick, see what the living room looking like, right? You know what I'm saying? Stuff all over the place, like, bro, that's how I live, right? And so it was easy. Hear me now. It was easy at 12 years old for me to start getting high. Why? Because I'm trying to cope. I'm trying to deal with what's going on in my household. Not to mention the fact that I'm seeing domestic violence take place. Not to mention the fact that I'm having all kinds of issues with my father. Listen to me. Life is going to throw you some stuff. You hooping everything. You playing ball, football, baseball, whatever your sport is. But guess what? The game only lasts for like 30, 45 minutes of actual real play, right? Eight minutes a quarter if you're in high school, 12 minutes if you're in the NBA. Listen, at the end of the day, you only going to play for an hour at best. What's happening after that? Life is happening. And so because life is happening, you need a strong mindset. One more time. You need a strong mindset. Your mind needs to get in the gym. Your mind is like a muscle and it needs to stay in the gym. Get in the gym, stay in the gym and work out. And I'm going to tell you how to work out right now. I'm going to tell you how to work out right now. I'm going to tell you how to work out right now. Here's the first thing, guys. Here's the first thing that you need to do if you want to get a strong strong mindset, all right? The first thing you need to do if you want to get a strong mindset is, number one, this is what I did. I'm not preaching to you, but I'm preaching to you, all right? The first thing that I did was I upgraded my faith. That's right. That's right. You got to upgrade your faith, all right? You got to upgrade your faith. You got to level up your faith. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is this. Everybody has a measure of faith, right? We all have faith. You have faith. As a matter of fact, if you've ever been to McDonald's and ordered some food, guess what? You got faith in McDonald's, right? Maybe McDonald's not your spot. Maybe you like Five Guys burgers and fries, right? You went to Five Guys burgers and fries, and if you sat there and you ordered that food, and then you went and sat down and had your number, right? Or maybe you went to the Chinese restaurant, or maybe you went to Red Lobster. Whatever restaurant you went to, you exercise faith. Why? Because faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. What does that mean? That means that when you ordered that food, you weren't going back there and inspecting it and making sure that it was cool, making sure that it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, expired or whatever. Nah, you took it and you ate it. You exercised faith when you did that. And guess what? We all have faith. People have faith in restaurants. People have faith in places, in people, in coaches, in parents. You even have faith in yourself. But I got to a point in my life where I said, my faith in myself is not enough. My faith in my dad is not enough. My faith in my coach is not enough. And I made a decision on February 1st, 2001, on a Thursday morning, about 9 a.m. I dropped down on my knees in my dormitory room and I said, God, whatever you want to do in my life, have your way, God. I'm tired of this smoking. I'm tired of this drinking. And it's not even the smoking and the drinking. It's what I was trying to cover up. It's the issues that I was dealing with. It was the insecurity that I had. It was the issues, the struggles of my life. It was the frustration. It was the anger. It was the hurt. It was the pain. And when I made that decision, guys, hear me. When I made that decision, I went from being a weak person. I went from being a victim to somebody who said, I'm strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. God has given me a sound mind, not the spirit of fear, a sound mind, a powerful mind, a mind that is made up. And I decided on that day and that day forward, I ain't looking back. I'm moving forward. I'm pressing ahead. Why? Because I got a strong mindset. And the second thing that I did, guys, was this. The second thing I did was I made a decision that I was going to start taking over. That's right. I said I was going to start taking over. What do you mean? Guess what? When you see somebody like Kobe Bryant, for example, when his team is down more than 20 points, almost 30 points, they down to the Toronto Raptors, and Kobe Bryant looks up at the clock and he says, you know what, man, this is my team. This is my squad. It's on me to bring us back. He didn't say it's on the coach. He didn't say it's on these guys right here. As a matter of fact, he said, I felt like the guys had just kind of given up. And so he decided that it's time to start taking over. And what I'm telling you right now is the same way that Kobe Bryant take over a basketball game, the same way that Michael Jordan take over a basketball game, the same way that James Harden would take over a basketball game, the same way that Steph Curry would take over a basketball game, the same way that these guys take over a game, it's time for you to take over your life. In other words, they got to a point in the game where they said, I'm going to take responsibility for the fact that I'm losing right now. I'm going to take responsibility for the fact that my grades suck. I'm going to take responsibility for the fact that I don't get enough playing time like I should. I'm going to take responsibility that we lost in the playoff. I'm going to take responsibility that I don't jump as high. I don't run as fast. I'm not as quick with my handles. My left hand don't work. I'm going to take ownership of that, and I'm going to improve in every aspect of my life. You have to learn how to start taking over, not just the game, but your life, every aspect of your life. When I had that 1.9 GPA, I said it's time to take over. Right? It's time to take over. When I had some issues and beef with my father, I said it's time to take over. What you going to do? I'm going to forgive him. Right? I'm going to forgive him. I'm going to go to him and let him know that I forgive him. Listen, at the end of the day, if you're going to have a strong mindset, you need to upgrade your faith and you need to take over your life. And here's the last thing, guys. Here's the last thing. The last thing, listen to me. The last thing you need to do is you need to change your circle. Listen, some of you're surrounded by people who only say they want to be great, but their actions say something totally different. Right? I had to change my circle. It doesn't mean that I felt like I was better than my homeboys. Like these were family members. You feel what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that I felt like I was better than them. I just knew that if I can't hang with the same crew if I'm saying that I want to do something new. You feel what I'm saying? I can't hang with the same old dudes if I say I want something different, right? Because the lifestyle that I'm trying to live now, it was different than the lifestyle that they was living. They was still doing their thing or whatever. And I said, I'm doing my thing. So what did I do? I had to change my circle. And some of you right now, you need to cut off the people. Hear me. Like some folk, you just need to cut off. You feel what I'm saying? But others, you might just not spend the same amount of time that you would normally spend with them because you moving on. Why? Because you said somewhere along the way, you decided that you wanted to have a strong mindset. And if you have a strong mindset, you can't hang with weak people. If you're gonna have a strong mindset, you can't hang with people who playing the victim all the time. Why? Because you, my friend, you, my brother, you, my sister, you, young hooper, you, young football player, you, young soccer player, you, young Louisville slugger. You have to make up your mind. You already did. If that's what you said, you're going to have to change your circle. You're going to have to change your circle. Get a whole new crew. Get a whole new crew. And here's what I discovered. When you start making moves to better yourself, right? People around you start seeing that. And they're going to make a decision themselves. They either going to fall back and you're going to start having new people start moving forward into your life. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. I made a decision that I was going to leave this group of friends right here, right? Still love them to this day, right? But I need to get around this group of people right here. And then when I got around this group of people right here, I start getting encouragement. I start getting motivated. I start getting inspired. I start being around people who made better grades than I did. I start getting around people who talk better than I did. I start getting around people who start pushing me and encouraging me and motivating me and start building my mind. And every time I go around them, it's like going into the gym with my mind. It's getting stronger. I'm lifting weights. I'm pumping iron now, right? I'm pumping iron right now. Why? Because mentally I'm getting stronger. Mentally I'm getting smarter. Mentally I'm getting wiser. And that's how you get a strong mindset. You need to upgrade your faith. You need to take over your life and you need to change your circle. And that's how you go, hear me now, that's how you go from victim to weak to strong to, I'll tell you what the last one is in the next video. And in the meantime, and in between time, you stay focused, you stay locked in through this weekend and for the rest of your life. And listen to me, guys, listen, I need to say this. Many of you, hear me now, I told you the reason why I started this channel is because it's the weekend that athletes usually get in trouble. It's the weekend that arrests are often made with student athletes, with athletes in general. So make sure, please, you stay locked in this weekend and for the rest of your life. And I'll see you next week. Peace. For more videos, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button so you can be the first one to know and get notified whenever a new video drops. And make sure you share this with your coaches, or if you're a coach, share it with your players so we can spread the word and get more athletes focused and locked in through the weekend.